Hi, it's Michael from the Indicator Guys, and I just want to talk to you about trading the Euro Pound and what I've been doing with it recently and how I've been making some quite good trades using the home trading system. Now, this is eSignal 11. For those of you that haven't seen eSignal 11, eSignal have redeveloped their platform, and this is how it's currently looking, and in my opinion this is beginning to look like one of the best charting platforms out there. It's definitely a favourite of mine, and we've put the home trading system into this. We've put the momentum and the TIG RSI in, and I'm basically just sort of trading this and basically testing that there's no problems. I'm actually doing some bug reports for eSignal, just sending them any of my findings, and I love eSignal 11, and I think I'm going to be trading in it more and more and more. It has some really great features, and I'll probably do a different video on that. I'm going to stick to the Euro Pound here, and let's take a look at that. So as you can see here, price is basically between these two sets of trend lines. Now I've drawn in a couple of trend lines each side, but my rule for entry is basically the bottom trend line at the top, the red one, for shorts, and the top trend line at the bottom for longs. So if price moves above this red line, I then wait for a red signal. If price moves below this blue line, I then wait for a blue signal. So this is a 4-hour chart, and I love trading the Forex on the 4-hour charts. Main reason is you can just check your chart every 4-hour period, so when you wake up, lunchtime, before the end of work, just before you go to bed, and you pretty much don't miss a candle. You really get to keep an eye on the market and what's happening at these time frames. And the price has just been, I mean, look at this price. We go all the way back to around about July here. Price came down into this support area, and price has literally just bounced between these areas for the last several months. So I started looking at this roundabout here. I drew some trend lines in. The trend lines are slightly different now. They're lined up slightly better for further down in time. But the first trade that I took was basically this one here. Now I was about to go away on holiday. I'd been looking at this setup and thinking about how I'm going to trade this channel with the home trading system, and just basically trying out some new ideas. We're always developing new ideas, and I basically entered over here on this first sell signal. So price had came up and broken this red trend line, and we're massively overbought on our RSI. We've still got momentum, still got a white dot, so I took this market short on the next candle and put my stop in, and then after a few days, trailing my stop down via my phone, I eventually got stopped out here, and on a 15-minute chart, this candle here was just an amazing sort of push up and then pull back down, stopped me out, but for a small profit, so I was quite happy. Next time I entered the market was down here, and this was a buy signal. So again, price had came down into this support area below this blue line. Again, we've got oversold signals here. We've got a blue area here, so I'm looking for a blue signal. Bought up on the next candle and stayed in again until stop trail stopped me out. So 2 good trades in a row, and then we had this trade here. Now I've done this line in yellow because the red doesn't show up as well, and this was actually a losing trade. Now I probably should have waited. I probably shouldn't have been in this trade because the price didn't come up to the red trend line. I didn't quite get my entry, but I was correct in my thinking, and price did actually then move lower down into this support area. But unfortunately, this trade here was a small loss, so I bought up down here on the second candle, and candle just kept going back against me. Trends turned blue, and I got stopped out for a small loss. Price then basically moved lower, and we ended up back down in this buy area. Same thing again, price came down below this blue line. I took a buy entry and trailed my stop up, and again just got stopped out here. This was the smallest of the 4 wins. Still can't complain. Every win is a good win as far as I'm concerned. Price then rallied, continued to move higher, and hit this area here, here again, and we did have an overbought signal on the RSI, so I took a short on this, and again price reversed against me. I took a small loss, and then we basically went into an area of no momentum, and the market began to move sideways. You can see this just by looking at the momentum. We've got these grey dots just sideways, 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 and you get lots of false signals in this area. So we use this momentum to basically avoid some of this area here. And then at this point here, I thought that my luck was maybe out and the market was just going to continue to move higher. I was actually expecting something to happen, like the price to come down and then bounce and actually move higher. But with all the problems we've had in the euro recently, that hasn't happened, and the price has just stayed in this channel. So I entered short over here, and same thing again. You know, we had overbought signals here. We take the next candle, we go short, and then we use the white stop trail dot to keep us in the trade. And unfortunately, just got stopped out over here. Bit of a shame, because if I hadn't have been stopped out there, it would have carried on all the way down and I would have been stopped out here. But you know, nonetheless, still a good trade. I actually missed this entry here, and again I was away for a short period and missed this trade, so I'm now basically just watching this market. I'm going to continue to trade it on these channels. You're more than welcome to trade it with me, and if you want to talk to me about anything you see here, either eSignal 11, the home trading system, or trading these 4-hour charts on the euro, please just get in touch. And I'm just going to watch this market. We're currently sat right in the middle of this channel, and price is obviously going to move up or down, and if it moves up into this area, I'm going to be looking for a short. If it comes down into this area, I'm going to be looking for a long. So that's all really, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you've got any questions, you just get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to help.